spoken. In English. Always spoken. Between them.
Why do you say yesterday especially?
Why do you say by special appointment? Is it a mistake? Is it a great mistake? This I know. What are beside all, there is desire for white handkerchiefs.
You shall have it. This is what we give with the hat.
Dear me, what great many people are precious, aren't they? I do not ask the question.
This is my fright. Oh dear, the fire was out.
I consider it very healthy to eat sugared figs, not pressed figs. I do not care for pressed figs.
I consider it necessary to eat sugared prunes and an apple. I have felt it to be the only advice I could give. It has been successful. I really feel great satisfaction in the results. No one can say that short hair is unbecoming.
What are the obligations of maternity? Reading and sleeping? Also copying, yes, thank you.
Are you pleased?
I am not pleased.
I am delighted.
This has been a very fruitful evening.
It is not very likely she was pleased.
Pleasures of the chase. Do you like flags? I believe in painting them. I also inquired to their origin. Are they simple in coloring? Or have they various designs? Nobody can be as pleased as I am, can be more pleased than I am. I am further delighted by the social relations I have inquired by, especially money relationships. I began by intending to change the method of arranging. This is not distinguished. Then I found that by choosing and asking other people to supply, I couldn't be satisfied. This is history.
Did he seek you to kill a rabbit? Many rabbits are troublesome. I do not care to eat the one he was to give us.
You do not care to eat the one he gave you. Who is your well-wisher? I see clearly you have made a mistake. You have answered me defiantly.
I have not.
Large spaces of time I filled when I tell them how to sing.
How do you sing?
Others sing so well they laugh. Some sing so well that they are roses.
I was very pleased with embroidery. Very, very pleased with embroidery.
Indeed.
Indeed, I think alone and make lists.
And make lists.
I do not make lists.
It is no trouble to make lists.
For Tiny, the community of faith was a lifelong obsession. He kept a big scrapbook about it and clipped out all the newspaper articles you could find. He had copies of all the tax returns, files on everybody who ever lived there. Most of the junk just sat in his basement for years. Tiny even claimed to have a deposition from the contractor who laid down the foundation. 30,000 tons of poured concrete, Tiny said. 20,000 tons of canned goods. The whole hillside's riddled with tunnels. They even got a bomb shelter, Tiny said. What the hell's a church doing with a bomb shelter? He once loaded me up in the van and made me drive him down there for surveillance. The funny thing was, the radio in my van got static just as soon as I got within 5 miles of the place. I remember once we took the Fosters down to Skate Beach. I see lots of seaweed and tidal flats in a big black parking lot. There was a little lifeguard booth and a concession stand, and one of the Fosters is standing next to the concession stand. The tar is very hot. And the Foster is smashing horseshoe crabs onto the tar. He's laughing. He picks up a horseshoe crab by its tail and just smashes it down onto the tar. Sometimes a horseshoe crab has a partially cracked shell, and as it tries to crawl away, the kid just steps on it. Sometimes he sees 2 crabs mating, one right on top of the other, and no matter how hard he tries, he can't separate them. He tries to pry them apart with this metal pipe, but he gives up. and he smashes them both at once. The crabs just rot there in the parking lot for the rest of the day. Not even the dogs will touch them. What was it? Pipe. This little pipe was actually one of Mr. Finney's favorite pieces of junk. He'd stick some ridiculous price on it, like $30 or something, and when some Foster asked why it was so expensive, he'd say, "Every item has its secret. This one either saw something when you were out of town, or was touched by someone who will eventually betray you." Of course, if I told you the real story behind this metal pipe, you'll never want to touch Mr. Finney's story on it again.
Come on, honey. Ellie? Ellie? As a kid, I had the same dream all the time. I didn't want to go to sleep because of it. In the dream, I'd been sent to bed by my father for breaking, well, some rule. I didn't want to go to sleep in the dream either. I knew what would happen. When I woke up, I'd be in South Carolina. All of my relatives around me, my mom's whole family, and they would be so glad to see me. They would be sweet and loving and hugging me, and I'd ask, well, what happened? How did I get here? And they'd say, well, you're never going to leave us again. I'd try to get up, but they wouldn't let me. We're your family. Whatever you want, whatever you need, we'll get it. We belong to you. And I'd start screaming, well, let me out! Let me out! But they'd all grab me, hold me down. I'd start screaming louder and louder, but they didn't care. Their little black faces and their black hands. Let me go!
Well, holy fucking tits. If it isn't my favorite little tech seaman. What's going on, sister?
This fucking guy, bro.
It's been a hot minute, dude. How the fuck have you been?
You know, man, here and there. You?
I just finished off the deployment off this little frigate as it was getting decommed. USS Langley. Fucking hated that boat. But they like bosun mates.
Okay.
So how's the deck life here? It's a bigger ship, so I'm guessing it's gotta be different.
It ain't shit, man. It's just another day, you know?
Come on, bro. It's deck life. Another day is another day. Feel me?
Yeah, I guess.
So, how you been, man? Sorry.
What you mean?
I don't know. Last time we talked, you were going through some shit.
Look, I'm good.
Alright. So, how's the fam?
Who the fuck do you think you are?
What?
You think you had a nice little life, don't you? Over there on that other boat?
Excuse me?
That's what it is, yeah. You don't fucking know. You got a title, man. BM3, Marshal. I'm fucking gone on the bottom of your goddamn shoe. I mean, I'll pick my rating shit, but fuck it, you know what? Never mind.
I mean, I guess. I'm the same as you, bud. I just get to tell people what to do sometimes. Nothing special.
Yeah, man, whatever, alright? I'm just waiting to get off of work, so just let me get back to cleaning this here bulkhead, alright?
Buddy.
Dude, look, I got stuff going on. Fucking Raiden has shit going on.
Red? Oh, hell no. Is he in that?
Fuck, who gives a fuck, bro? That's not the goddamn point. The point is, we all got shit going on, and we're dealing with it how we can, alright?
What are you talking about?
We fucking deal, okay?
How much have you been drinking?
Shut the fuck up.
No, seriously. How much have you been drinking?
BM3 Marshal! Let me
Yeah.